Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Qigong session. This week our focus is going to be on brain health. Even though our focus is on brain health, we're going to also be engaging the physical body. So each week with our Qigong sessions, we've focused on activities or movement practices that help to strengthen our balance, that help to strengthen our bones, and improve our overall physical well-being. This week our attention is going to be on improving our overall mental and cognition. And so in order to do that, I'm going to share with you two new practices, and you're going to see up close and personal what happens to my brain when I engage in new neuroplasticity exercises. And just as a gentle reminder, neuroplasticity movements are movements that help us to strengthen overall brain health. When we engage in things that are difficult, things that are challenging for us to process and to learn, we're actually activating our brain cells. We're activating those neurons. As the neurons reach out to each other when they are engaged in something that's really difficult, they actually reach out together and they form bonds that I've mentioned before, and those bonds are called synapses. And those synapses help the brain cells to become bonded, and the bonding helps to create new neural pathways. And those new neural pathways are new learning experiences that the brain has processed. And again, as we process new learning, it's just like exercising the muscles. When those muscles get activated, when they fire, they get stronger and more resilient. Same thing happens with brain cells. So we want to do things that are challenging, things that are hard, so that we again exercise those brain cells. So here we're going to engage in two different practices this week that help us to do just that. And as we exercise those brain cells, we reduce inflammation that may be collecting in the brain, inflammation that is collecting in the brain on a daily basis, just as a result of living. As we go about our lives, we're taking in daily toxins, we're stressed out, some of us, and that may be causing inflammation in the brain. So engaging in practices that are challenging, that are difficult, that help to strengthen neurons, again, help to reduce inflammation that we're carrying in the brain, therefore reducing the likelihood of brain-based diseases as we age, brain-based diseases like Alzheimer's, for example. So let's go ahead and engage in the two new practices that I have for you this week. The first practice that I'm going to share with you, going to take your right hand and you're going to tap your index finger and your thumb together, and the other three fingers are just extended. On the left hand, you're going to take your thumb and your baby finger and touch. And you'll notice that these fingers are on opposite ends of our hands. So the goal with this exercise is to not have these two fingers on the same end when we end the tapping, or to have these two fingers connected as we tap. We want them to be on opposite ends like this. So let's go ahead and get started. Index finger, thumb, baby finger, thumb on the left hand. And then we begin to tap the fingers on different digits, and ultimately tapping up and tapping down. Again, the fingers should not be on the same side. And this is not as easy as it appears. This, in fact, is challenging. But as it challenges me, my little brain cells are firing off and they're nice and happy. See, I just had a glitch in my matrix. We don't want that to happen. So we want this, and the fingers to cross, but not on the same side. So this is good. As you can see, my brain is challenged because I'm demonstrating while also talking. And so my brain is actually doing a lot more than maybe we would do at home on our own doing these practices. So let's do it one more time together. Right hand, index finger, thumb, left hand, baby finger, thumb. And then we tap on opposite fingers. Not so easy. But that's what we want. We want the brain active. We want the brain learning. The next practice is similar to a practice that you've learned before, the rock on, rock out practice that I taught you before, but this time you're going to have two fingers extended as well as the thumb on the right hand, and on the left hand you're going to have peace. And what we want to do now is to switch. Switch. And again, not so easy as you're learning this practice. But we want to continue engaging because you're, again, giving your brain a workout. This is a neuroplasticity exercise. So your little brain cells are firing on all cylinders, and they're happy right now because they're reaching out and they're hugging each other and they're creating new synapses. Oh, that was a glitch in my matrix. So here, That's what we want to happen. So again, thank you for coming and practicing neuroplasticity under our Qigong umbrella with me this week. As always, if you enjoyed the practice, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Was it difficult? Was it easy? And of course, if you found these practices worthwhile, do please continue to share the video with others. And thank you so much for joining me. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you again very soon. Be well.